Pitch number to left field. Coming in is for the Yankees. Ewing, a couple steps off in baseball. Rounding second, he's into third, safe. Spencer Jones, another hit, and that'll score a run. And heading home is Spencer. Met Zach Short.
A reputation.
Then you'd be on that.
And on 2 outs.
Oh, jeez.
Eyes is Ewing, and he.
On 21, sorry.
Vince. Third spring game. Here's the 0-2 to Polanco.
Better, more protective.
Backing off is Seth Brown, makes the flip. Batters for the third consecutive season.
Needed a frontline starter, and he's
Charging is Semien.
keep it away.
Ali Sanchez. The 2-2. Sorter now and Jason Dominguez.
Out of the pen with his fastball.
Our radar gun.
That being not correct.
%.
Base hit. The opposite afternoon. Beatty. Field. Jason Dominguez. Tyrone Taylor. Back then?
You did whatever it took, but no.
The 0-2 to Taylor.
Ooh, 2 home runs this spring training. He remembered.
Here's Carson Bench.
Left-hander.
What do you like?
Out of the right side. I can tell.
After this outing.
Till the next.
Here's the payoff.
Another left hand.
Coming in behind him. Kind of a funk. Hard hit by Semien, but J.J. Ewing stealing second easily. Tremendous athleticism. Duke Ellis is there to field that way.
I would recommend. You pitch with that, but its own belt, their own look.
Asking for it up. Off the mound is Peralta. A.J. Minter faced hitters recently out for a couple of years now.
Who's got it? Nice.
Mets with the leadoff base.
Much better, much preferable.
I forgot it.
Shielding his eyes.
On the side of the jersey.
One to Brett Beatty. It's an RBI double for Brett Beatty. Going to third as Taylor had a hold up on the batter.
I'd love him on your team.
Tyrone Taylor. Everything then was going one way. There goes the runner. He's picked up.
The group of the future for the Mets.
Ooh.
That nickname. And a base hit.
Oh, nice. He's a big tank as far as physique.
Well, he did a day. No, he did.
Be at the ballpark.
Defensive placement.
Duke Ellis now with 2 on. Help improve the defense overall. And
the whole shooting match.
Into left field for the. Trying to get a few more pitches.
He would be prompted by Mel Stottlemyre. The
Jason Dominguez. As Jason Dominguez comes through the 0-2.
It was interesting. The years, and now we're
go. To explain my Mint Majesty tea, which I'm going to try for these players,
no doubt.
because
For those of you that goes exactly, you know, out of your strike zone a little better.
If it's early, and I think
Bo Bichette's day is done. Here's Francisco. Base hits to the right side for Francisco.
That's right, Steve.
Parents' house. Who would have?
Not everybody comes up to the big leagues.
Comes the runner from 2 outs. Something
As well, that's what impressed me.
posits into left field, but there is.
He wouldn't relent.
I mean, he's an adjustment and flick it back at me. Not.
Nope.
He needed those every day.
Will get victories. Whoever was his part, yellow. By the way, Carl Edwards Jr.
Yes.
Onion is trying to emulate that approach. Strike 1 and 2.
Right. This was a night game.
That would have been tough. But yeah,
be trying. Always worked alone. Well, actually, he did not work.
with the Mets, he was the Mets minor league pitcher of the year. Into third base. Throw. Oh! Left center field.
Jeez. Announcement there. I thought, was that son what?
With Gary, he just had to switch shirts with him.
What? Never forget.
And the new center fielder, Pache, the only steady
guy, has to be on it.
This
Judicial.
Jackson Clough backing up. Put the Dominican Republic. Oh, Dominican Republic beat the Netherlands.
I mean,
but those, I mean, the rosters. So one of the Mets
start that. And
first big league action. Strong throw. David Wright making his mid-game, and 2 years later you're in.
watching you through the first inning.
And the third inning too.
Different pitches for all the innings.
I know you've talked about how comfortable you are.
You know,
His young career.
And
No doubt.
oh, over is Rojas, and he's underneath. At third, Jonathan Ornelas. Here's Ryan Clifford up. Picking up his Corona.
Boy, that ball went
Center. Jackson Clough now with one up. Soccer player. Third is Pache. He's so another run does score. Jose Rojas now. There's a huge amount of is made.
Right?
That's right. All former Mets front office.
Gosh.
It's 80.
My contract.
It is.
Right.
And then
LA should.
really terrible scheduling.
What about San Diego? Ernesto Martinez Jr. up at the plate. Good job by Reimer to make the play. All right.
And we won't see Gary.
Well, you never did.
And it was a lot of suffering than that.
Did the reel to reel.
No.
No, keep that. I mean, I've never shoveled so much in my life. Out. This year was
The roof. It took him 2 days.
The Osprey, do you remember?
well, I just used the Latin.
Shallow right field. And coming on to
The blizzard evidently was.
you got to get someone up there to rake your roof. And there was a hole in the base. Pulling out of our driveway of the garage, side panel of the garage, needs to be replaced. Of the columns was
Sing.
past the dive.
Cool house. Is that like mid-century modern? Nice.
Yep.
And it was perfect.
Parrot. Because
Reimer, bare hand.
Nope.
Right around the foul line.
We're on the road. Get out of here.
No.
Certainly not fried chicken. And he was telling me a story about one pitch, the turn, a good sign for the Mets' young catcher. That swing man is such a valuable role. Reimer, bare hand.
Nope.
Not in time. A good sign for the Mets' young catcher.
Hey, crooked numbers is the key, right, for any